Yeah, look.
Hey everyone, Jonathan here, and today it's Sunday, it's my day off, it's the 23rd of January actually, and I haven't been shooting anything for YouTube for more or less 1 month. And here are the reasons why this happened.
How come the better we have it, the more we complain about how little we have? How come it took me to 30 to cherish the minutes I spent with my dad? Feel like I know that I want him, but worry my kids will be holding me back. I treat my vices like jackets, I'll always be ready if weather goes bad. I say,
Oh, hi! Okay, this was terrible actually. Okay, so guys, I came to this park, the Jardin de São Bento, because it's close enough to my place and I didn't really want to walk a lot. And that's it. And this is a cute place, a calm place, and there are not a lot of people like talking besides me and making noise, and so that you can listen to my voice in a better way. Okay, so first of all, main reason is that me and my girlfriend got COVID in the beginning of January, like right after the New Year's Eve, and yeah, this is actually the reason why I didn't shoot a lot of content, or better, I didn't shoot anything. So yeah, we had COVID, luckily we are both vaccinated. You have to get vaccinated because it's important for everyone. Okay, promotional message ended. Okay, so basically what happened, we got COVID, we got a bit sick, we had a cough, we were coughing a lot actually, we had the symptoms of a cold more or less, a bit of fever, not much luckily, and yeah, luckily we both work from home mostly, so it was good, and we managed to do everything and do not have other issues. The only issue is that we had already planned our holidays to Italy, and they were from the 14th of January to the 24th, but COVID happened, so we had to move the holidays with the work and to move the flights as well, and luckily we made it after a 3-hour-long queue at the airport with TAP Portugal, that is like the worst airline ever, but we made it, so that's good, and we are going to Italy on February. So you have to wait for, I don't know, you have to expect some really good quality content from Italy, because I'm planning to shoot some POVs back in my hometown, back in my places, like the places where I grew up, and I don't know, it's something that I didn't do back in the days, so it's something that I started doing here in Lisbon. So yeah, I'm a bit curious, I don't know how it will come out, the idea is good, the result we'll see. So, apart from this, other news. I was planning to change my gear, to swap my gear, and to get new lenses, to sell other lenses, and everything. And yes, yesterday I managed to sell my 12 to 40 2.8 by Olympus. And this is funny because last year I made a video about why I sold 12 to 35 by Lumix. That is basically the same lens. It's a different lens, it doesn't have the manual clutch, the Lumix one. It doesn't have other stuff, I don't know, the build is different, but still, the lens is basically the same. It's the so-called workhorse, like for work purposes basically. And in Italy I used to use the 12-35 a lot because photography and videography was my main job actually, and these kind of lenses that are the equivalent of 24-70 in full frame terms, they are good for this basically. They are jack of all trades, but at the same time they can't do anything like in a particularly good way, so they're not that good at the wide end, not that good at the narrow end, the telephoto end, and so that's why I ended up not using it. Like, I mean, I already knew it because as I told you last year I made this video about why I sold the 12 to 35, and my opinion didn't change. Like I thought, well, maybe it's a bit different, maybe, I don't know, this lens is a bit different, it does have this manual clutch, this look, this cinematic look. Then I talked about it in another video, like the gear update video that I made a couple months ago, and it does have this look, but still, I don't know. I don't really like the fact that I had this lens. I don't know, because I don't like going out with a lens that is that huge, because it's not huge compared to full frame, but to Micro Four Thirds, guys, you already know the most important thing about Micro Four Thirds, in my opinion, is the size. I mean, I shoot Micro Four Thirds also because it's portable. It's like in general, cameras lenses are yeah, they are smaller than full frame, than APS-C as well. So yeah, that's it basically. I wanted to sell this lens, and I sold it here in Lisbon in a like specialized shop, and I got some money back because I sold it, and so it was good. It was like I didn't lose a lot of money also, because I tended to buy and resell used stuff, so that I don't really waste a lot of money on photography. I don't waste money basically, and I shoot mostly with vintage lenses that are worth nothing. So guys, you already know. So yesterday I sold this lens, the 12-40, and I sold as well the fisheye that I had, that I mean I didn't use it a lot because the cigarette keeps I don't know, keeps dying. Okay, so I sold these two lenses basically, and I have to sell another one, like a vintage telephoto one that I like, but still it's a really big lens, so that I don't really end up using it and taking it with me when I go around. So we're coming to the strong part of the video, like the most interesting part, I guess. So what do I want to buy with this money? I'm planning to get the 20mm f1.7 again. I mean, I had this lens a couple years ago, and I used it back in Italy for a lot of stuff, and I really like this lens. And it's so small. It's one of the pancake lenses, like the 14 f2.5 by Lumix, and I really like this lens. And basically this lens has the same field of view, 40mm, of my Pentacon 29 f2.8, the vintage lens that I use for like everything. But the thing is that it doesn't need an adapter. It has autofocus. It's much smaller, and I really want to start going out with my camera more often, and take my camera with me and slide it into the pocket, and with I don't know, with a lens that is like, I mean, the 29mm is not that big, but still it's not a pancake lens. So that in the end I tend to go out and shoot and do it like on purpose. Like if I know that I want to go out and shoot and do that, I take my camera. If not, I don't. And I search for other options, like compact advanced cameras, like the Ricoh GR, the Sigma DP1, DP2, DP3, that are a bit older in any case. And yeah, other options like the Lumix LX100 that I managed to try yesterday, and I honestly didn't really like it. So in the end I thought that the best option was to actually buy a new lens, like the 20mm, and use it and stick it on my GX80. That is like a match made from heaven. So it's fantastic. It's chef's kiss. That lens and camera combination is fantastic, and I had it and I regretted a lot like selling it back in the days. And yeah, I'm excited to have it back, and I think that this lens will be the substitute of my 29mm by Pentacon, and I will keep as a vintage lens only the 55 1.8 by Fujinon. That is like the first vintage lens that I ever had. It has like I'm emotionally tied to that lens, so it's a bit different, even if the 29mm is like it has a place in my heart as well. So I'm getting the 20mm f1.7, and probably I'm getting like a cheap telephoto by like the 40 to 150 by Olympus, like the cheapest one, because I'm selling the telephoto manual lens that I have, the Princeplex, as well, for the reasons that I told you before. And I think that like a telephoto like that, like the 40 to 150, is good for what I want to do with it. Like I don't use a telephoto that often, and when I use it I prefer to have the autofocus. I noticed this. Okay, using the Princeps, and yeah, I don't want to invest a lot of money in that, so I want to get a used one, and that's it. Like I'm planning to buy it from a photographer here in Lisbon that is selling it on OLX. That is like a website here in Portugal for used stuff, like selling and buying used stuff, basically. So yeah, that's it. I think that these are the news. Yeah, these are the most important things. So yeah, just to do a quick recap, I'm going to Italy next month. I'm planning to shoot something interesting, I hope, and you'll see everything on the channel. And I'm planning to keep creating these kind of contents and to take you around the world, more or less, or to show a bit my city, the place where I live, and everything. But you already know, guys, I love doing, for example, the Lisbon street photography, POVs, and this kind of stuff, and it's already been yeah, some chapters. Like I mean, I made quite a lot of videos about shooting street photography in Lisbon, and I want to keep doing that because it's so cool. It's you guys like it, I like it. You see how some lenses perform, and I think that this is good. So guys, a little update. I just got a message from the photographer who was selling the Olympus 40 to 150, and I'm getting it in the next weekend. And yeah, so that's good. Okay guys, so a little update. Today is Saturday, and I was supposed to meet today with the guy who was selling his lens, the Olympus 40 to 150, and actually we met, but I think is that he didn't specify that his lens was an old 4/3 lens, so I would have needed an adapter to use it on my Macro 4/3 gear. And honestly, I didn't want to get an adapter because I wanted to rely on a more, I don't know, reliable autofocus, because I'm getting new digital lenses, mostly because of that, and also because I want to keep all the kit smaller, and with this lens and the adapter it wasn't going to be small enough for me. So in the end I took it as a sign, and probably I will get again the 14 to 140 by Lumix that I already had, and I don't know, I took a lot of pictures, I shot some videos for this channel with that lens, and yeah, I kind of missed that. I'm still waiting for the 20mm because it should arrive like in, I don't know, in a couple days. And yeah, so right now I still don't know which lens I'm going to pair with the 20mm, so you will discover when, I don't know, in the next video probably. And that's it. And right now I'm going, I don't know, I wanted to take some pictures because it's almost sunset. There are a lot of clouds, so I don't know how much sunset I'm going to catch, but still I'm trying. And I have my 55mm with me, so yeah, I think that I'll leave you with some pictures from today's little photo walk from this evening, and that's it for today, guys. I'm leaving you with some pictures, as I told you before. Bye.
I know a guy who's addicted to bags. I know a girl who's addicted to bags. I got a friend who just sits in the cash. Pick your reflection and roll up for grabs. I said, I know a guy who just ain't 20 sad. I know a girl trying to look like the max. I got a friend who's defined by his abs. What do you poison? What do you have? I like to sleep on the couch, do it a decent amount. I know they're bad for my soul, so why I keep seeking them out. I do not sit with the silence, no, numb my mind with the violence. I am addicted to binge and anything putting the stuff to my thinking. Why is it all of the things that are killing me seem to be what I be craving? Why is it always I'm pointed at anyone else is the one that I'm blaming? Why do I fall for a woman as soon as I feel like I think I can save her? Lately my mood is as black as a raven. Wonder what's up with me, baby, you name it. Oh, paranoia from that good. You don't see under my hood. Feeling the angst from that caffeine. Tired, but why, what's that mean? Done with these people, I'm lately as hell when I'm getting sick of the fiction. Lot of myself made a love contradiction.